So anyhow, I'd been here about a month, and I was down in Goom one day in the department store, and it was in December, so you can imagine how cold it was. And I had my big winter jacket on, and I had taken my wallet out, and I was changing my money. And as I went to put my wallet back into my pocket, there was a hand in my pocket. And I turned around to deal with this person. But this person had big empty eyes and had dirt all over their face. And he had a big jacket on, which was too big for him, and his sleeves came down here. And you could see that he had nothing on under his coat, no shirt or anything. And instead of getting angry at him, I felt really sad for him. Luckily, he hadn't got my money, so I was able to buy him some food. And when I was feeding him, it broke my heart that this little boy was so hungry. So the next day, I decided that I'd make some sandwiches. And I walked outside, and as I saw children that looked hungry, I'd give them sandwiches. And that's how it all started.
In 1998, New Zealander Rachel Hughes started working with the homeless children in Vladivostok in far eastern Russia. Now she runs a charity called Living Hope, committed to building a future for these children and their families.
Even with what I've seen over the years, I can only imagine what life is like on the streets for these kids. I've seen so many different things that have shocked me, that have scared me. But what it's really like for them, only each individual kid could tell you. I've seen kids physically being beaten. I've seen them being abused. I've seen kids come to me with rat bites when they got bitten by rats crawling over them at night times. To me, I guess the biggest shock that I saw when I first started meeting the kids on the street was the way society viewed them. I was sitting at a bus stop and I saw this old lady come down outstairs of an apartment carrying a bowl of looked like bones and soup or whatever that obviously was leftovers, and I saw these kids sitting outside. I thought, oh, it's great, she's coming down to feed these kids this bowl of soup. And I saw one of the little boys jump up and go to her and saying, Babushka, Babushka, like, grandmother, grandmother, please give me something to eat, please give me something to eat. And she picks up her cane and pushes him away with her cane and then puts the bowl of soup down for the stray dogs. And that's really shocked me, that in her eyes that the stray dogs were worth more than these kids that were obviously hungry.
Living Hope runs regular summer camps and a part-time drop-in centre in Vladivostok. Rachel's dream is to build a 24-hour shelter so that the children can be cared for full-time.
We call our camps rehabilitation camps. Not only have they got a place where they can sleep without danger, not only have they got a place where they're getting fed constantly, we're trying to teach them how to work with each other, how to live together, how to resolve conflict. We're trying to teach them life skills so that when they leave the camp, they're leaving more equipped than when they came to camp. If I'm to be completely honest with myself, I know I'm making a difference, but it doesn't always feel that I am. Sometimes the problems, the pressures, the stresses, the failures, seeing children going to prison, seeing children dying, committing suicide, being killed, it feels like I'm working and struggling and for nothing. But if I actually stop and think and look and remember the things that have happened, remember the little successes and the big successes, then yeah, we are successful in what we do. I never dreamt that I'd be in Russia. I never dreamt that I'd be doing something like this. I had no desire to work with street kids. I had no desire to be in another country. I trained to be a fashion designer, and so at first I thought I was going to take the world by storm as a famous fashion designer. I was going to go to Milan. I was going to, be up there with all the best. I was going to make millions of dollars and prove to everybody how fantastic I was. But I'm here instead in Russia. Loved by many kids.